Hello and welcome to UK Horror Scene. I am Tony, and this lot, well, they've been house trained at least. They're the crew. Say hello, crew. Aren't they lovely-ish? Anyway, we are in the room and we are hanging with an up-and-coming actress. She's very talented. She's got a film coming out. She's going to talk about all sorts of other stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, creatures of the night, welcome, Atlanta Johnson. Alright, Atlanta, thanks very much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Very kind of you to take time out of your busy schedule because I know you've got loads and loads of things going on. But what I will start with is I know you've got a feature coming out in October. Is that right?
Yes.
Carnivore.
Carnivore.
So what can you tell us about Carnivore?
Well, I can tell you the trailer has just been released and I've been reading the comments as I've been on my way here, and thank you so much. I don't know what camera. There's cameras everywhere. Thank you everyone for your comments on Carnivore. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I really hope you get to see the full movie. So Carnivore is a horror thriller, a werewolf horror thriller, and it features myself, Ben Lloyd-Holmes and Gregory Cox, and it takes place in a cottage in the completely middle of nowhere. It was crazy. We were doing night shoots from 3 PM all the way into the night, 6:30 AM, shooting in the freezing cold, but I loved it. And today I was doing a new concept for the poster, and the dress hadn't been washed since like December time, and I put it on. I stunk like Carnivore, and the smell of Carnivore is like Marmite and fake blood. It just stinks. I don't know if I smell now. I don't know.
I can't smell Marmite.
Do I smell?
Right.
Do I smell?
I mean, do you like Marmite? I mean, that's always an important question.
Well, everyone says it's a love or hate thing. I don't like Marmite, but I like Marmite.
You just don't like to smell like Marmite.
I just don't want to smell like it because, well, I don't know, I stink.
No, you're fine. Some people are just so picky.
But yeah, my character in Carnivore, she's American, which was amazing. This is my first lead in the feature, so it's very special to me. It's always going to be my thing I'm going to be proud of. Yeah, she's an American businesswoman and she's 25 years old actually. I've never actually yet played someone very, very young, and I've just turned 20, so it's like, whoa. Yeah, and her and her boyfriend, partner, are trying to, rekindle things, but she's going to go back to America, and it's this idea of, does she choose what's right for her and her work, and what's the right decision to make? Does she choose, to stay with him and try and make things work, or does she just follow what she feels she has to do and has no choice to do? So there are tensions there with decisions and the underlying relationship things, but it's very much interfered by something horrific. Yes.
Yeah, no, I saw the trailer. It's a good trailer, so do check it out.
I've seen it once so far, and I'm really looking forward to sitting down, watching it, and talking to everyone about it. And yeah, I'm really, really proud.
Shooting at night, did that really help you get into the mood for it?
Oh, shooting at night. Well, I had never done a full night shoot thing. I actually really enjoyed shooting at night, despite the fact we're doing it in November, December time, so it was minus degrees levels, and there's pebbles everywhere in the forest, and it's a bit nippy, should I say, and I was wearing a little red dress, so it wasn't like I was in a warm costume by default, but they really took care of us on the set, cuddles, hot water bottles, hot drinks, wonderful runners, wonderful crew, everyone looking after each other. But shooting at night, it was crazy because we were so out of reality. Everyone was focused on the whole project, because when we had to go back to sleep was a time that everyone was having their day. So we'd be just completely out of normal social world, which was, well, I'm not usually really in the world, but at this occasion it was, very specifically different.
Yeah. The red dress, is that like a little Red Riding Hood thing?
Yeah, it is. It kind of, it is yeah, it does kind of link. It's a werewolf thing. She's like a Red Riding Hood thing. But I did have these amazing. You know, I used to hate pointy shoes, like pointy heels. I'm like, ugh, like they just make your feet look really long. But look, now I wear these. Got these the other day, and that's because I was in Carnivore. We went shopping. I remember they were shopping for shoes, and they got like these blue ones, which I wear in the film. These midnight blues, obviously linking with werewolves and midnight. And I was like, oh, but now I think I've been inspired by Abigail. By her fashion choices. So
yeah,
thanks, Abigail.
I've never really been into pointy shoes. Well, I don't know about you, lads. Pointy
yeah,
shoes.
Pointy shoes.
You look very good at them. Well, I know, but that's one time, wasn't it? And that was a very special night. So, what was it like? I mean, I know you've done a lot of short films as well.
Yes, I've done some.
So, what other projects have you got coming up? Anything you can talk about?
There are things that I can't. Don't want to ruin it for them at this stage, but yeah, I have a lot of things in the talks at the moment, which I will list if you'd like me to list. So currently I'm in production for a short horror called Scene. I play a woman called Jess, and she's actually a mother. I've never played a mother before. Didn't think I'd be able to.
You're having lots of firsts. You're playing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I never thought, at this stage to play a mum. It's like, oh, I like that. I have a younger sister in reality, so it's quite nice to, bring that. A short called Scene. I'm shooting in August a sci-fi action, Earth Rise of New Krypton, which is like a fan film.
I've seen concept photos from that. Yeah,
practically Lara Croft. I'm not complaining. I'm really looking forward. There's a short period drama based in the 1940s, which is all about mental health. So it's all set in this asylum. My character is one of the patients in the asylum, and the script is so meaty. As an actor, it's really, I have so much dynamic, so much meat to play with. I'm so looking forward to it, because I like things that give me a challenge or a really emotional journey. It just really allows me to just play, and that one really does. There's also a sci-fi feature which I'm leading called Contact 412, and that includes the RAF. I'm holding it, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I don't know how much information I can give. I really want to go into it, but like, this happened, but I'll save it till it's nearer the time.
Is there a particular genre you like? Sorry, just jumping in there.
No, please jump in. I love people jumping.
I mean, is there a particular genre you like working in? Because I know you love all your the superhero stuff. Well, and you'd love to play a certain superhero, wouldn't you?
Wonder Woman. Well, the superhero thing, I do like it. I do. Look, this is inspired by one.
She's wearing a cape. A cape. I don't have a cape. Where's my cape, huh? Where's my cape?
Okay.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
Okay, well, I do love superhero stuff because I'm a deep emotional person. It kind of links with the idea of being your own superhero. I had this thing of I'm so deep. Okay, in life, you have to take opportunities to be responsible for your own doings and what you want to do and what you want to achieve. And the idea of not relying on anybody else, you have the key to your destiny. I hate it sounds so cliche, but it's so true. So my whole thing is being your own superhero. Now I love Wonder Woman because I used to watch her when I was little, on a Saturday, Linda Carter.
That must have been the repeats.
Well, yeah, I used to watch Linda Carter. I love Wonder Woman, but she can talk to animals. She talks to animals. I talk to animals, but she talks to animals. She can communicate with animals, and I'm very much I love animals, and I support animals, and the lassie of truth. Wonder Woman. There's nothing wrong with Wonder Woman. She's great.
Yeah, I'm guessing we all liked Wonder Woman. I'm just assuming it was for a completely different reason to talking to animals.
Oh no, I'm on that too. But yeah, just we'll leave it there.
So would that be an ideal role for you? An ideal role for you then?
Wonder Woman.
Because you get to play two characters, don't you? You get to play the superhero and you get to play
Prince.
Diana Prince.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. That's why I relate, because I have this, you know, acting sort of
split
side.
personality.
I do, and then I'm doing my admin and all the other side things in between. That's my Diana Prince time. I even have glasses that I don't. They're not even real glasses. This is the thing. They just look like they're real glasses. They're actually tinted, so if I'm on set and want to wear glasses, it looks like I'm wearing real glasses and not. But I am actually so excited.
Okay, that's not at all strange.
It works for film.
It's an actor thing, you know.
Yeah, but okay, so you asked about certain genres. There's not a. I'm doing a lot of horror at the moment. I have 6 horror credits.
Well, that's why we have you on the show. We love horror. That's what we do. We do
well,
horror.
I currently have 6 things on my name which are horror genre,
great.
which. Maybe it's my dark hair. I don't know what it is, but I'm really happy to be doing it. I'll keep doing horror. It's fine. But no, what I really look for is just interesting character, interesting script. That's all I'm asking for. I don't want to be typecast. This is the thing I have. Some people are very clever. If you're an actor, you have a specific look. I mean, I know there's a certain actor that springs to mind. He's not going to be the romantic lead. He's a villain, and he does it well. Which means, business-wise, you know, casting directors everywhere can rely on him to be a successful villain in their film, so they go to him to play the villain. Therefore, is making a living from acting and being the villain, and that's a very clever thing to do. But personally, I think for myself, I want to explore different things. I don't look at acting as just, I get to dress up and prance around the set and say the lines and, you know, have a makeup artist and run. It's not like that for me. For me, I kind of, it's about stepping into different things I don't know about. I get to research things, especially this Voices in the Darkness, which is the short period drama I was talking about. I can be an ambassador for things that's about mental health. You know, that I don't want to just, the project doesn't stop when I come off set. The project stays alive as long as I want to keep relating to those people. Yeah, so...
What was it? I mean, as far back as you can remember, did you always want to be an actress, or did you just suddenly wake up one day and thought, you know what, I want to be? I want to be an actress.
A lot of people, they always go, so, when was the first time you said, I want to be a performer? Well, I never had that moment. I've never had that moment where I've gone, do you know what? I'm an actress. This is it. This is me. No, it was more like, I don't know, I never thought about it. When I was about 5, I started doing dance, and that was disco.
We like disco. We just talked. You missed the whole disco story. It was an amazing
disco dance. Disco dance. From there, I was like, ooh. The first time I actually had, I mean, I did brownies when I was little. I remember that, but that wasn't me being. I mean, I always loved going to the theatre. Every year I used to get, my present was to go to the West End and see a theatre show, and I used to be so excited because I knew when I got that envelope it was like, it's tickets to another show. But I don't know, when I went to high school, you know, you do your drama class, it's part of the curriculum thing. I chose that, I fell in love with it, I really loved it. I don't know if it's because I'd already been dancing that I knew I had a performing quality anyway, but yeah, I just haven't stopped. I mean, from when I did my A-levels, I studied dance, drama, media and photography. Immediate as film studies. But I didn't know I was going to be a film actress. From coming out of A-levels, it got to the end and I was like, well, nailed the practical, nailed this, and done the exam, so I'm going to audition. I'm going to go audition for some theatre roles and just start this up. And I did, I think it was like 2 theatre shows, one at Battersea Arts Centre and the other one was Oscar Wilde's Salome. And I kind of networked from there, met people from there, and yeah, just auditioning for film, and it just, I thought my whole vision at the time, the last thing I'd studied at A-levels was physical theatre. That's the most expressive, physical, you know, physical theatre, physical type of acting you could do. So to go from physical theatre, you know, using my whole body expressing, clowning, to film, which is natural, very raw in the moment. Don't over-rehearse it because you'll just not look like you're there. It was I didn't even train. I didn't train to do film. I kind of
made sure I watched a lot of Michael Caine telling me what to do on camera. Well, a lot of research I did in my own thing, but the best ways to learn is to be on set and do it. Yeah, so...
Would that be your advice to anybody? Oh, it's Wally the werewolf telling us time is ticking. He gets really.
Oh, he's a werewolf, is it? Because of Carnivore?
Really...
Oh my goodness.
I know, what a coincidence, right? We've got our own werewolf here. He's a bit camera shy though, but he gets really possessive about his room. He gets so upset.
Oh my God.
You want to see him in a bad mood. He's not good. It's not good to be around. But going back to the question before Wally really interrupted, is that the kind of advice you'd give to any kid that wanted to be an actor? So like any kid that's sitting around thinking, I mean, not that they should be watching this. You should be watching this, and if you do, don't tell your mum and dad. But would you give advice? What advice would you give to a kid? Would you say
about being an actor?
Yeah.
Think business. Don't sit around waiting for a phone. Be proactive, and it is a business. It's not. I mean, especially the audition process. I'm very much still in the starting out area. Very much at the beginning. There are big things I know what I want to achieve, and it takes time to get those tools together. I want to be quality. I want to be the best I can possibly be. When you go into an audition room, I used to, the very beginning, which I'm still at the beginning, but the very beginning, I would kind of walk in feeling, I have to prove to these people I can do it, I can act, I can do this. Actually, if you think of it in a different way, when you think of the perspective of, you're in the room for a reason, they know you have the potential to do this, otherwise they're wasting their own time. Just, make sure you've done the work for that character before you go into the room. Then you don't have anything to worry about. Do what you need to do. Interpret the character the way you feel it needs to be interpreted. Be professional, and don't feel like there's a struggle on your shoulders. Just go in, be you. That's all you have to do. Easier said than done, but it helps my nerves to think, well, I'm there for a reason. Just do it.
Yeah. So I just walk in and I think, are you good enough for me? That's what I think.
Well, actually, sometimes it's an audition on both sides. Sometimes, do I want to work with this person?
Yeah.
It's all about communication and relationships. So, yeah.
Absolutely right. And we'll ask the crew if they've got any questions. Dan, have you got any questions?
I had about 4 questions, and as soon as I thought of them, you answered. So I've got nothing
That's
at all.
so comprehensive.
It was one of those.
I go on and on and on.
Basically, just answered everything that I thought of soon after. There was obviously a telekinetic.
Yeah, because Daniel's an actor as well. So
Yeah,
I'm sure you're listening to it thinking, yeah, I feel like,
I get it.
I completely get that. Ivan, any questions?
Yeah, Mr. Mirabelle, 5 years in a row. I have 2 questions for you, one personal, one professional. That's how I like to keep it. First one, would you do cosplay?
Cosplay. I love the fact you asked that.
Okay, right. Cosplay. Yes, I want to do cosplay. Obviously, one of them is going to be Wonder Woman. Yes, I do want to do cosplay. I will go to events in my cosplay gear. There are a few characters I have in mind. The first one will be Wonder Woman, but I will be taking it to also pitch about certain things in the world. I want to talk about animals, for example, and rights of animals and deep things. But I do want to do it for fun as well. Wonder Woman, Zatanna, X-23, maybe Lara Croft, but I'd say probably for Kate Marie Davis. Hey girl, she's great, I love her.
Hey, who knows, maybe one day people will turn up cosplay dressed as one of your characters.
Oh, I'll be Abigail, getting those red dress.
Who knows, right? Who knows?
Curl your hair.
Could be. Does that
Right,
answer that?
then that's a brilliant answer, thank you.
You're
Next
welcome.
question, this is the professional one now. Where do you see... I know.
I thought that was...
No, there's two. Where do you see the independent film industry in this country, in the United Kingdom, over the next 10 years? And do you want to be a part of it?
I hope I'll be part of it, because that means if I'm not a part of it, then, I haven't...
No, you could be part of the professional one, like go
Oh no, you
studio
can do
system.
both.
Yeah.
You can do both. Jennifer Lawrence did an indie film, and look at her now, she's doing wonderful. Where do I see it, as in...
Just where the industry's going. Is it going to grow further? Is it like the UK horror scene going to explode?
Ooh,
is it going to implode on itself? Like, just where do you want it to go? Where do you see it going?
Well, specifically, I've seen the UK horror indie industry film place has been expanding. I've been seeing a lot of horror being put out there, and rightly so. I've been to quite a few horror events And there's a real community of horror people out there, real lovely team. I went to Fright Fest last year, and that's when I first got to meet horror fans and movie makers. They're a lovely team, really like down to earth people as well. I love being around them. That's probably why I'm sitting here today. So yeah, I see specifically horror, definitely. But I think people find it more possible now to make film. Even experimental different technology that's coming out. So of course I do see it doing pretty well within 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's two good answers. Antoine, our French cameraman, because we're international, you know.
Bonjour monsieur, comment ça va?
Bonjour mademoiselle. I'm the cameraman photographer, so I'm going to ask you a question about photography and your background. So you study photography, and did it help you for your experience modeling or be an actress?
Sorry for the boom. Photography, the funny thing is, when you're an artist and you're studying, they want you to stick to this whole curriculum of what the examiner's looking for. Well, I have my own idea, so the time I'm studying photography, I love doing photography, I wouldn't have chose doing it, but I don't like doing it in a studying sense where they're making me do specific things. I have my own ideas and I don't want to do just because an examiner told me to do that. It's not why I'm doing photography. So yes, I did enjoy photography. I was told, I was good at photography. I still like editing around a few things myself, do it in my free time sometimes. And in terms of modelling, it did help me in terms of, I know if I was the photographer, what I'd be looking for, so I kind of step into their shoes in their head when I'm doing it. As an actress, photography, it kind of, I suppose it sounds really like technical, but it helps with my eye line.
Like, I imagine if I was, if the camera's there, if I'm talking to Tony, for example, I'm not going to look in that eye, I'm going to look in that eye, because otherwise I use my eye. So it helps me, with perception.
Yeah.
That makes sense to you?
It does.
Really?
It makes sense in my head, I don't know how it came
It does.
out.
No, it does make sense.
I'm looking to Daniel for help here, I'm lost.
Don't let my mouth get my heart into trouble.
Sleep well, baby.
Cause it could right now.
The power's out.
Who's gonna tear us apart?
Start streaming.
It's dinner time.
Do you love being a filmmaker as much as being an actor?
Well, I've never directed my own film.
Yet.
It's possible. I mean, I even like the business side. I love the whole. I know producers have a big headache, but I love the business side of things. I almost like. I like marketing my own stuff. I like that side. Who knows where that will go?
Well, I think promotion, especially with social media now, I think it's very important for,
Always.
especially on the
Very
indie
good.
scene, actors and producers. I mean, you really
You
have to
become,
market yourself.
you have to become part of the crew too. The indie film's a whole different thing. When it comes to, studio, big stuff, they have their team, they do that. When you're indie, all working together, all push it forward.
Because you're constantly pushing yourself and constantly promoting your work,
Yeah.
which is very important. I mean, and it's not just you, it's a lot of actors.
I credit any photographer I've worked with, their credits up there. I recommend people, anyone who I work with, any film I'm going to work on, it's pushed out and everyone gets equal credit. It's a collaboration. Just because I'm the one in front of it doesn't mean I'm no more important than the rest of the crew. But in terms of being part of crew, I mean, some people who I know who are actors who have worked on crew, they say, oh, well, it really helped me, for example, they helped with the audition process, and they go, it helps me relax in my auditions, because now I know it's okay, I know what they're looking for, now they know how to go with that and audition themselves, because they know it's not as heated as they think. Right now I am in between things, working as part of crew, standing in, at Pinewood currently. That's what I'm doing right now in between my time. But yeah, I do think it's a good thing to do, but I don't think it's necessarily what you have to do. But I think it can bring some good ideas and perceptions and understanding.
Yeah, it does happen a lot in indie films though, low budgets, that you do end up people doubling up in jobs and mucking in here and mucking in there.
Of course, I think I love that though. That's what I love about indie film. Because I like being part of a team and everyone just goes...
It does feel more close-knit than a professional
Yeah,
set. I mean,
definitely.
a big studio set, I
Yeah,
should say, because it is
definitely.
professional. And a lot of people that do indie films are top of their game. They're brilliant. A lot of talent
Yeah,
on
definitely.
the indie scene.
Especially at
of
the
talent.
moment, I've noticed so many people like in the indie industry really getting up there. I'm so proud of them.
I love supporting people. I love seeing everyone grow. I hate this idea. Everyone goes, "Actually, it's a very competitive industry, isn't it?" I'm like, it's not. How is it competitive? Tell me how it's competitive. Okay, I get the idea. There's more than one person going for a role. There's one person going for a job. Okay, the idea of competition. Well, no. Everyone's doing their own interpretation of that character. That's it. You've been invited in there because your look and what they've seen so far of your tools and your ability is what they want. You're in there for a reason. Now, show them your interpretation of the character. Your mind is different to the next actor. You're a product that's separate to the actor next to you. You know, you're different typecasts. I don't feel like there's a competition. Just the indie film needs more support and collaboration and positivity and helping each other. And this idea of this competition is just ridiculous, I think.
No, and I think that is-
Poppycock.
In general, it is quite nice because especially the horror scene, you find it is very.
That's
in general,
why I
they're
love-
very supportive of
Definitely,
each other.
that's definitely one thing I've noticed about the horror community is everyone is very, very supportive and very, very close friends as well. You notice a lot of different circles in indie film, different genres, and they all like, some people like the gangster stuff, some people like the sci-fi, some action, you got the horror people, but actually, we're all one. It's like Lion King, we are one. We're one pride, and this is one community of one industry. And despite the fact we're in different genres, we're doing exact same system. So just help each other out, connect together, work on different things and see their perception of what they're doing and, find out there's a whole world out there and it's all interpreted in genres of film. So just enjoy it.
Good. I mean, need to watch the time, but going back to your acting, do you find that you immerse yourself in your roles? I mean, do you become that role for the entire shoot, or do you just kind of go in and out when the camera turns on?
A lot of people say, especially because I didn't go to drama school, they go, well, what do you do then? What is your method? Did you read Stanislavski? Did you, read this book and read that? Yeah, I have books, but I have my own method, and my own method is separate. Every project's a different project. Every project requires a different side to me. Best lesson or method you're going to learn is life. Just live life, and then those experiences and emotions you get from each things in life you bring when necessary. If there's like an emotional scene, I mean, I'm quite good at being able to switch in, switch out. I was doing a self-tape yesterday, and at the end she's like really going like really upset. And that was the end of the take, and it's a self-tape, and no one's helped me film, I'm filming myself. So I'm like, oh, and it was like, turn it off afterwards. I watched it back, and I was so funny, because I'm there like in streams of tears, and I'm just like, get off and turn off the camera. But yeah, when I'm on set, if there's an emotional scene, I don't like being interrupted by crew too much, or actors too much. I'm trying to get into my bubble and connect with that emotion.
Maybe you should just pay yourself a compliment. She's really good at those. Funny granddad face. That's what she told me earlier.
No. I said.
Guys, what did she say? What did she say? She said funny granddad face,
Yeah.
right?
I thought I heard grandma face.
Grandma face.
I said my granddad used to have that sort of cheeky, smiley, chappy, happy, let's make, jokey, nice face, and that's what you have.
Just before he died.
Just before he died. Funny granddad face.
Memoir.
Just before he died. Yeah, that's a compliment.
I'm sorry. I meant it in the compliment.
Yeah,
Nice
right.
face.
Yeah.
Look at that face.
Don't start dragging yourself out of it now. It's too late. The damage is done.
I'm
The
sorry.
damage is done. Want to make someone cry? Daniel just punches people in the face. That's
Oh,
it.
no.
Actor trying to cry and I think don't pop them in the face. That's it. They cry
I
on the
feel
nose.
really
It's
awful.
really good at it. Yeah. It's all right.
So can I just ask, do you see yourself directing in the future? Is that something you'd like to do?
Well, when I was doing theatre stuff, you know, and studies and stuff, I'd be good at directing. I know the intention. You just, as long as I like, I don't know.
Because it does seem like you know what you're doing, you know what you're talking about, and it seems like it's quite a nice progression.
I can only say from what I've experienced so far.
This may be subject to change. Small print at the bottom.
Is this just you just feel you're more focused on your acting at the moment, but maybe in the future you're
Well, I'm an
open to
actress.
stuff? Yeah.
So I suppose that this is kind of what I do. But in terms of direction, I don't draw it out. It's a possibility.
Just see what
Definitely.
happens.
Yeah,
just roll with it.
I just
see what happens.
Right now, I'm just focusing on trying to move forward with what I want. And when I'm at a level where my tools are improved and I feel like I can be seen as nice quality, I just want quality.
Once I'm there and I have some time, yeah, I'd love to direct. Or maybe produce.
You got it out of her eventually. Right, we are running out of time. We need to wrap up. Atlanta, promote yourself shamelessly.
Well, what do you mean promote myself?
Promote yourself. Tell people to follow you on Twitter or Facebook, whatever you want to do.
Okay. Well, I've never been. What camera? This camera. Okay. Well, I'm not really good at.
Yes, you are. Yes, she is. She's very rubbish at compliments, good at acting and promotion.
Okay, well, my like page on Facebook is www.facebook.com. Write that in, yes. /AtlantaJohnsonActress. My Twitter, which I'm very awful with, but I made a promise and I never break a promise, is that I will, be on that for worldwide, attraction. Atlanta_actress. If you would like to look at Carnivore, which is my upcoming feature film, it's www.facebook.com/carnivoremovie, and you can also watch a trailer on there too. I have a YouTube channel if you'd also like to check that out, with lots of footage. There's also a playlist I have which is featuring Atlanta Johnson, so anything that I haven't personally uploaded but it features me across YouTube is on that playlist. And if you just search Atlanta Johnson Actress, my face will appear. So yeah, if you want more of this.
Okay. And when will we be able to see Carnivore? End of October, is it? I think that's what it's listed on IMDb anyway.
Well, yes, at the moment that is what is said, but we haven't been ruled out yet of a certain festival. If that does happen, it'll be sooner.
Cool. Have to keep your eyes out. All the links for Atlanta stuff we will put in the box below, so you can click and look, and you don't have to remember everything she just said. Also, please don't be afraid to subscribe to our channel.
Yeah!
You can love us. We're very lovable. Might have a funny granddad face, but I'm lovable.
But we love it.
Grandma.
No.
So you can subscribe. Check out Atlanta stuff.
Right.
She's a good actress. She's a lovely girl, isn't she?
Thank you.
Very talented. Look out for Carnivore. Look out for more upcoming stuff from us. And check out UKHorrorscene.com. Thanks very much for joining us.
Bye.
Woo!